So if you remember where I left off, I'm in the gym. My partner done left. Tiara's homegirl, she done left. So it's really just us up in here. I get up, and it seemed like she's miles away. But I walk over there to her because she's on the treadmill, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this got to be the best line that you've ever said to a girl ever in life. This has to be the one. Let me pivot. My track record with ladies at this moment is not the best. If you can remember how I would actually conversate with the young ladies is through poems. For real. That's how I would conversate. I was not holding a general conversation with them. I was too scared, I guess. I don't know. So my very first girlfriend in the 9th grade, I'm in some ag class, and one of my classmates walk over to me and says, "Hey man, oh girl over there like you. Go holler at her." I was like, "How you know?" She just told me. So I go over there, and literally all I say is, "Hey." And she says to me, "What's up? You got a girl?" I was like, "No." "You want to kick it? You want to be my man?" I was like, "Okay, cool." And she just walked away. So that was my first time ever talking to a girl in that way before. What's wild is I could tell you the second time, but what point is it when literally that same thing happened? It was just I had just got done with football practice, and my mama had to drop something off at where the kids was practicing pee-wee football, and there was a girl there that knew a boy that we was kind of cool. So it's the same thing. I was in 11th grade then. So trying to you know what I'm saying, just have a general conversation was not, it was not good. It was piss poor. But I know I can't let this opportunity pass. Let me pivot again. The first time I actually said something to Tierra, we was in English class. If you remember, you know, I like to sit in my Mr. Ham's trigonometry class. When I walk up in class this day, Tierra was not sitting in her usual spot all the way in the back. She was sitting across from the desk that I usually sit in. So immediately As soon as I walk in, I see her there, I start freaking out and I want to turn back around. Instead of go to my desk like I do every day, I panic. But there was a dude in there that knew I liked her. He was behind me. He was pushing me. And then, so I sat in the chair. I didn't even look over. I didn't even look her way. I was so scared. It may seem like my voice is trembling. I'm actually I'm cold. I'm really cold. But if I cut the heat on, it's gonna mess with the sound. I told you, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get this. Hey, that's how I give it. Hey, it is what it is. By the way, from that first video, Tierra did start in the summer. She started that summer, and then I came in the fall, and so that's what that was. But anyway, so I sit down all class. I don't even look over. I don't want to move because I don't want to sweat. Cause you know I'm a heavy sweater. Oh, I just didn't want to nothing. So something just jumped inside of me and said, "Man, come on, man, snap out of this. Like, make your mark." So I waited till the class was real quiet. The teacher, she was done instructing for the day. So we were just sitting there, just whoop the wood. Really, not really doing the work. We're supposed to be working on a paper, like a rough draft or whatever. And I was like, "Dang it, man! I can't believe I got a pen. The pen don't have no ink. Like, I didn't even bring no pencils. Like, I'm just like going like just mental." And then Tierra, she's like, "It's okay. I have a pencil. You can use this one. It's not that serious." And I was like, thank you. So I was like, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, I don't think that's what I was going for. What the okay, yeah, that's not good. So that was my first time actually talking to her. I kept the pencil too. In my mind, I was like, okay, I got it. So if I keep the pencil, you know, next time I actually see her, no matter where it is, for all I know, it could be a football game. I got this pencil. Hey, I got your. Yeah, I was that. That was me. That was me. Uh, so I'm standing there in the gym at her treadmill, and she speaks. She said hello. I said hello. You mind if I walk with you? And she says, I don't mind. So I get on her same treadmill. And she bust out laughing. I'm talking about she's just about to catch a cramp in her side laughing so hard. And I was like, man, okay. So this one is like a whole lot better than the first time I actually talked to her. So she's like, boy, if you don't get on your own treadmill. So I I get on my own treadmill. And I remember saying, hey, long as I'm still with you, I'm cool. I'm cool. And so like I relaxed. Like I was. She looked at me and I just relaxed, man. Like I was like, okay, yeah, man, yeah, hell yeah. So we just talking and talking and talking. Like I'm talking about just time just went by. Had to redo the treadmills to keep on going. Then finally it was getting close to closing time. So I'm walking with her out the gym, and I just asked her, I said, so what you finna do now? And she was like, nothing, think about going playing some pool. So I was like, man, you don't know how to play no pool. She was like, what, you wanna play some pool? I was like, yeah. She was like, I'm finna go shower and then I'll be back. So where we was at, we walked out the door of the gym. You keep on walking straight. On the right hand side, there's a bathroom right there. That was the women's bathroom, but it was a shower in there. Ours was, if you walk out the gym, you have to make a immediate right, and then you go down a little bit to the left. Then that was the men's. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Oh man, she just ghosted me. I mean, I'm talking about because I was there so long. I'm like, I know, you gotta take a shower and everything, but mind you, it's not even dawning on me like, hey, dog, you didn't even bring no clothes to try to shower. That didn't dawn on me because I'm thinking I'm just gonna work out and then go back to the room. That was the plan. So I'm standing there. I was like, yo, wait a minute. Is she still in there? Finally, somebody come out. I was like, hey, is it somebody still in there? And then she told me like, yeah, it's another girl in there. So I was like, okay, all right, at least it ain't empty in there, so she ain't dip out the back. So finally, she comes out, looking amazing, looking beautiful, as always. And so all you gotta do is just keep walking straight, and then you hang a left, and then there's like 2 pool tables there. So nobody was over there. So it was like perfect. That day was perfect, man. It was perfect. I'm trying to tell you, it was perfect. So we over on the pool. I'm racking. I'm finna let her break. She's scratching. I was like, man, I thought you said you know how to play, man. I was like, well, man, let me show you how. So she had it, and I got behind her, and I was like, I just froze. I didn't even want to move. I was like, hey, man, don't make it weird. So just follow through. Boom. There you go. So then I try to take a shot. Of course, at least I hit the ball. I just hit it hard just to scatter them all. I just try to, thinking I'm showing out. I ain't really doing nothing. But then it just got to the point where neither one of us making nothing, but we just laughing and just going back and forth, just laughing, having a good time. And then it was getting kind of late, so I was like, man, I'm kind of hungry. You want something to eat? So Chick-fil-A. In there, they had Chick-fil-A. They had Chick-fil-A, Subway, and Papa John's, I think. And a pretzel place. So we went to Chick-fil-A. I used my card, so we could get something. You know what I'm saying? I even like slid into the lady. You know what I'm saying? With the 2 fingers, with the index in the middle. Yeah, put that on that card now. My little student card. Put that on my little student card right now. And she was like, wait a minute. I got it. I got my own phone. I was like, no, I got it. She was like, so this a date? I was like, nah, this ain't no date. You know what I'm saying? If it was a date, you know what I'm saying? I'll take y'all on a date. Now I'm rambling. If you like, so for me, like, because, the whole, walking, this ain't no date. It ain't no date. It's cool. I mean, it I mean, date. So, um, we sit down, we eat. So now it's time to go, and I just want to be around her as much as I can, man. Just as much as I can. So I was like, "You want me to walk you to your door? I mean, can I?" She was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So we just walking, and it seemed like, man, just you want to talk about some movie type time stop, like nothing, nothing mattered, man. Nothing mattered at that point. We I walk her to the door, and I didn't even. I was like, man, this right here was good enough. I ain't even trying to lean in for no kiss or nothing like that. Man, this right here was a ball for me. I just had a good time. I wasn't thinking about nobody else. I wasn't heartbroken. Like I wasn't heartbroken no more. Um, so then I stepped up to her. I was like, hey, they playing Shaft. Um, um, you want to go on an actual date? And she was like, yeah, yeah, I go. So I mean, now I'm like, all right, cool. So man, I waited till she got inside. Then I'm talking about, this is the fastest I've ever ran, hauling. I'm trying to scrounge up enough money. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I got enough for like a flower or something. So um, try to make sure I have enough money so I can get a flower. So yeah, college was good, man. College was we was we was always around each other, always. Meeting the kids. One day we're in English class. I mean, we're some days in now. Like you know what I'm saying. We done got one of our papers. We done turned in a paper already. You know what I'm saying? So we got some days in now. I walk into class and I just look back because that's the first thing I do, and I see two kids sitting in chairs. I said, "Huh, that's strange. There's kids in here." Those was Tiara's children, her two daughters, and it to say that I wasn't shook a little bit, I would be lying. I was like, oh wow, oh man, she got kids. For me, as soon as me and my friends saw the kids, it was like two different reactions. We was both shocked, like she got a kid. He was from a small town too, so it's like you've heard of young people having kids, but you really like I didn't know anybody. So it wasn't like I was in close relation with a cousin or something like that had a baby or had a got a young girl pregnant. So I didn't have no close relation like that. and neither did he. So we was both shocked to see, like, oh, a young person, they got kids. Okay. Uh, First thing he said was freak, and I'm not changing the word. He actually like didn't curse. Freak. Well, that goes that, bro. For me, I was like, that don't change anything. She has kids. Pivot. I'm in seventh grade. I'm in history class. This one day, out of all days, without talking about like history per se, but the teacher asked everybody, what do you want to do when you grow up? Again to everybody, get to my turn. I remember saying, I don't know what it is. I just want to make sure I'm able to take care of my wife and kids. Okay, but what do you want? Wait, you want to have a, and people interrupted. You know you want to have, yeah. And then there are people, other students like, how many kids? I don't know. Like, I just want to, I want to have a family. I want to be able to love and provide. I want that. So when I see Tiara in class with her two children, mind you, at this time, I've still never even talked to her. Like, I've I've never made a conversation. The tantrum or whatever when she was sitting beside me, that was after this. I still never even say anything to her. So I'm still trying to work those nerves out. But that didn't change anything for me. I just knew. I, I knew. I, I didn't know a lot, but I knew this. A girl that has no kids don't have to worry about anybody else but her. A girl with kids can't just think about themselves. They always have to be responsible. Not saying that I wanted somebody to try to be responsible for me, but I knew I can't be. It can't be two childish people together. We somebody got to be the adult in the room. Okay, like we go out on some dates. We're starting to get close. I meet her brother for the first time. Her her younger brother. We're actually the same age. And I met, actually it was her brother and a cousin. It was the same day in the library. So that was my first time meeting her family. But the first introduction. See, there's levels. You see what I'm saying? There's when you're that precious. That there's levels. at her apartment, and I'm sitting on the couch. She's upstairs because we're getting ready to go to the Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly. I'll be doggone. A man walks in, looks at me, leans a little bit, start looking around, walks in front of me. I don't know any better to stand up. I don't know any better. I'm still sitting there. He comes over to where I'm at. Who you? I stand up, then, and I reach my hand out. I'm Damien, sir. He looks at me. What is? I don't know who that is, but right now, I'm so terrified. I'm gonna assume it's the person who owns this apartment. She's upstairs. He walks upstairs. I want to sprint out that door, but my body won't even move. He come back downstairs, like running downstairs, like in my face. He pulled a gun from his back and set it on the table beside him. This real life. This ain't TV. I dare not to even attempt to reach for that gun. Especially I've never even held one before a day in my life. I'd probably take it and throw it underneath the couch or something like that. He says, I don't even know if you're going to be here long enough, to be honest with you. But as long as you're here, you better not hurt her. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Grabs his gun, walks out. I finally exhale. Because even with the, yes, sir, I was holding my breath for that. Yes, sir. I was holding it. I said, I know I have to love her. I know I do. The day finally comes to actually meet the family. Mm-mm. Let me go. Let me go a day before that. So from that day, maybe a couple weeks then went by. So this particular day, I meet another brother. He all total opposite, joking around. You know, it's different. And that was the first time that I ever tasted alcohol. And by the end of the night, I said that was the last time that I ever taste alcohol and my throw up at the same time. I don't like it. So that was a bad night. It was very bad. I was not looking good in her eyes. So now I done met a brother that really didn't even acknowledge me, didn't care one way or the other. Spoke and kept on kept on typing. One brother, to be honest with you, I watched too much movies. I thought he was in the I thought he was in the mob. I mean, the way he came, he got the leather jacket. I didn't know what was going on. And then you got the party animal. So now we're coming to, I gotta meet mom and dad. I'm terrified. This is literally the first parents I have ever met. So this was the first parents I've ever met. So I'm getting ready to walk up in the house. Everybody, of course, everybody's already up in there. Everybody just like, just not bunched up, just scattered around. So I was like, man, make sure I keep my back to the door. Here, mom and dad is sitting on the sofa. And it's already facing the door. Oh. So I speak to everybody. Hey, now. Then her mom spoke to me. It was definitely what I needed. It was a mother. It was a lioness seeing this baby baboon, and instead of letting the other lions rip him apart, grab him by the back of the neck, go up a tree, take care of him. It was what I needed. Because I was definitely left in the lion's den. Because she left and Tierra went right behind her. So now I'm in the living room with four of her brothers and her dad. It was just four of her brothers and her dad. And so, of course, we got the standoff. The only problem is I didn't know I was supposed to have a weapon. I didn't know. No one gave me my lines. So the first brother took his gun out, set it on the table. It shouldn't be no problem here today, should it? Then the other brother took his out, set it on there. It better not be. Everybody's looking at me. Then one more take his out. to stand up. Came over there to me. Put his arm over my shoulder. Boy, if y'all don't get them doggone guns, put them dang on guns up for mom. Get up in here and put all of us out. Go on now. Leave that boy alone. Leave him alone now. He looked me in my face and whispered, "You ain't gonna never see me carrying no gun." I didn't even see his hands move. And then all of a sudden, I feel this little poke in my side. I want to look a man in his eyes to let him know when he messed up. When he messed over my baby. He ain't say messed up. I'm gonna let you know that right now. He ain't say that. That was some of the most coldest stuff. I've never even seen stuff like that in movies. I was petrified. And then he let me go. Like, man, go on out there and get you something to eat. Go on now. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you, boy. Ain't nobody. I ain't gonna let nobody mess with you, boy. And she didn't either. Forever. She never did. She never let nobody mess with me. So that was eventually I was able to get my heart back. Cause it was stuck in my pocket because my pants had got a little tight on me. So once my pants loosened up a little bit, I was able to get my heart from out of my pocket and put it back in. It was good to go. It was good. But before I left, her dad had spoke with me and he talked to me. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I knew then I was going to marry Tierra. I knew that. So at this moment, this is November. This November right here. And in my mind, I'm just trying to figure out how to ask her to marry me. I know what you're saying. Come on now. Of all people, I know what you're saying. Dog. 3 months, dog. Not even 3 months. 2.5, dog. Ooh. Watch out that now. But for me, I knew that there wasn't anything else. My whole way of thinking changed. I was barely making it. I'm talking about barely making it. Because I just got there. I was just stupid. I got with Tierra. My thinking is, dang, I gotta make sure, I gotta get my grades up. Because I don't want to leave here. Because if I flunk out, I'm going to have to go home and then I won't be able to sit. So she motivated me to turn my grades around, man. Like, so from day one, she has always pushed me, always motivated me, always said I can and I will. She's always believed in me. It's time for Christmas break. I'm I'm from the South. I'm from I'm I'm from a Baptist church. hmm I mean, I'm just so my mama, for the longest I've known, was in church. You know, I was raised in church. Why would I assume that if I ask my father and mother if I can bring a girl home for Christmas break, they would be okay with that? I'm gonna leave it there. So I went home for Christmas break, and of course, can't wait to hurry up and get back to school. When I get back to school, Tiara tells me she's pregnant. I didn't know what to do. I froze. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what would be the reaction, the physical reaction. Like I didn't know anything. So she says, I'm pregnant. I said, how? She said, I think you know how. Right, right. And she's freaking out. Like, now is not a time to joke. I was like, I know. But, when I'm nervous, boom, boom, shh. You know how I do. The only thing I could do was literally just hold her. I didn't know what else. I didn't know what to say. I felt like if I said anything, it would be wrong. I didn't even know what I wanted to say. I just knew at that moment, I just wanted to hold her. Maybe some videos can get her on here and I can ask her, what was you thinking when you told me that? So, like most, why even put other people in it? This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. What I did was, I said I would not say anything. I just need to figure out what's next. What do I need to do next? And then eventually I'll tell mom and dad. But right now I'm too scared to tell mom and dad. Of course. Like most kids do. Hey, I did it anyway. Hey, it is what it is. I told my best friend. I was like, dog, you won't tell your mom and daddy, but you'll tell another child? It be like that sometimes. Only thing I knew, because the only thing I've seen was how to work hard. School, in my mind at that moment, school is not working. I gotta do something different. But I'm gonna keep going along because I'm getting free meals. I'm getting a free roof over my head. At this time, Tierra decides the inevitable and says, "Hey, I'm moving back home." Troy was not her mom and dad's home. They moved to Troy because their baby was finna go to Troy State. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you said that in your head, now not me. They moved to Troy because their baby was going to Troy State. When they moved to Florida, moved back to Florida because they had their house was still there, so they just moved back to Florida. Um, I knew I had to somehow get to Florida. I saw her brother. The one that's my age that don't pay me any attention. For some reason, like I haven't seen him in a while. For some reason, I was in the library and I happened to see him, and I just like I run over there to him like, "Hey, like, yo, how's here?" Like, I'm trying to see what's up with her, So he tells me he he says, "Won't you come see for yourself?" I'm like, "She here?" He's like, "Nah, I gotta go to Florida to drop some stuff off. I mean, I gotta come back here, but won't you ride with me?" Say less. The truck is already loaded up. So I gave him the U-Haul. We ride all night. We get there about about 2 in the morning. I go knock on the door and she answered and she just hugged me and we just cried. He just cried right there in the door. She cried so hard. Her brother, that never pays me any attention, stops because he's holding something to get in the door, sits it down, and he go back to the truck just to go sit down. We finished unloading the truck. He wanted to sleep for a little bit. So of course, I'm not gonna sleep at all. I wanna be in her presence. Hours go by. He finally get up. And mom done made breakfast, so we all eating. We get ready to go. I give her a kiss. I give her another kiss. Come on now, we gotta go now. And give her one more kiss. And then we leave. He dropped me off, and then he went to go drop the U-Haul off. And I sat there. And I sat there. And I just sat there, man. And I knew then. Oh yeah. Man, I gotta